we've got a fight upcoming. It will feature a couple of heavyweights. Stanley Wright and Michael Grant will be facing off in our first fight. Now, they might be NBA power forwards. They're big men. That's Stanley Wright, who's getting down and getting funky. And guess what? He is 6'10", folks. And the man he is fighting, Michael Grant, happens to be 6'7".
Hey, Wright certainly has a disposition with that tall height. A very outspoken gentleman, pretty funny too.
All right, we are in fact awaiting Michael Grant is in the ring. And I guess we're getting close to being ready here for this fight.
And we have to go through the early theatrics and the gyrations. This is part of the introduction.
I like it. Michael Grant getting down and getting funky. The music, I don't know if it's traditional for Lewiston, Maine, but in any case, it's pretty intriguing.
I'm giving him an 8-3 for what he's done so far.
So we're just about set. Hey, we are set. How about that? Stanley Wright and Michael Grant. Let's send things up to Bruce Glazier.
Welcome, boxing fans, to the historic Central Maine Civic Center in Lewiston, Maine, where the city is celebrating the 30th anniversary of the Clay Liston Heavyweight Championship bout of 1965. The Lewiston Bicentennial Committee, in association with Top Rank Boxing and Budweiser, the king of beers, presents pro boxing for your entertainment. The judges for this fight at ringside, Bob Morey, James Doherty, and Bernard Bovair. Timekeeper is Bud Raymond. Counting for the knockdown, Skip Niels, and your referee, Nam Vayu. This bout is in the heavyweight division, scheduled for 10 rounds. In the red corner, weighing in at 274 pounds in the blue trunks, with a record of 12 wins and 8 losses, 12 by knockout, from Portland, Maine, Stanley Wright. In the blue corner, in the white trunks with red stripes, weighing in at 250 pounds, a perfect record, 11 wins, no losses, with 8 big knockouts, from Paterson, New Jersey, Michael Grant.
Let's take a look at the rules, Dave.
Knockdown rule is in effect. Inning 8 count is in effect as well. A fighter can be saved by the bell only in the final round. The physician can stop the fight. 10 points to the winner of a round, and 3 judges score it.
So we are set to go in the first round here. There's Michael Grant getting set to go here for the first round of this 10-rounder. And who knows, we may even be set to go pretty soon. That is Stanley Wright. He's taller than Michael Grant. But you see Grant, who is 6'7", can get to his head. Wow, he is landing some right hands off the get-go here.
Grant has all the tools, even though he's the shorter fighter in this match. 11-0 with the 8 knockouts. A tall order here for Wright, especially early in the fight. He has to watch out for a bomb. He is punching down, but he is still learning the techniques of the game here.
Stanley Wright going after Grant, nailing him with the right hand there. Now Grant is, in fact, while he's 6'7", Stan Wright, a basketball player, former basketball player who played with Indiana State, Roxbury College, went over and played pro ball in Germany. And as he pointed out to us, he had no amateur fights. He's learned as a pro. And so if there are things that are still imperfect in his style, he's working on it.
You can't buy that experience back. It has to come on the pro circuit, and it's very difficult. Also, he's 31 years old, and the time for learning may be past him.
Good right hand by Grant. So far, no, though Michael Grant has landed some big right hands, and Wright has been able to take those.
And Grant is trying to see how much effect these bombs are going to have here. If he thinks they have the effect, he's waiting really to see if he gets hit. And if he gets hit and nothing happens, he will come surging.
Grant beat Lou Tortorelli in one round, knocked him out. And in the last fight, Stanley Wright was knocked out by Henry Akinwande, who's a good heavyweight over in England. And Stanley was on his spot and said he was better than me.
Grant doesn't have a big amateur experience either, 11-1 before he was able to turn pro, so that may bode well for Wright. And you do get the impression first big shot in here is going to have a tremendous impact.
Grant landing a good left hook. Half minute left to go in round one.
Let go. Right. Break both of you.
Grant tries to load up with his right hand here, and just over the top. Big shot there by Grant with the left hook.
There goes Stanley Wright.
7, 8.
He's got a long way to go. He's out of this round, but.
So we stay here. Wright misses with a right hand right at the end of the round.
Well, right after the big right hands got in there, the left hooks come and do some more damage. Here's how it looks. The right hands coming up from Grant, drives right back, sets up the left hook, and he had all day to throw this. Winds up. There it is from the side. Not even a terrific left hook. Certainly not textbook, but it caught the point of the jaw and knocked down City. Had that occurred earlier in the round, we probably would not have gotten to the end of the round.
So as we look at Stanley Wright, and he prepares for round two, they're telling him, keep your hands up. Good idea.
Hey, keep your hands up. Look at him, he called you a damn bitch.
Wait for the bell.
We head into round two. Michael Grant putting Stanley Wright down in the first round and hits him again, and Wright goes again. Wow.
And Wright's not utilizing the full knockdown count here. You can't be that happy when you get hit. And the crowd only giving a mixed reaction to this. They would like to see him put more of his energy into this fight.
Well, Stanley says, come on, but
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either. Right hand again by Grant. Well, Stanley Wright certainly showing bravado and courage. Instead of leading with his jab, Dave, which his left jab, which he said he was working on, Wright is leading with his right hand all the time, leaving himself wide open. So
that's why he's leading with his chin, and he's really open for anything from any angle that Grant wants to throw.
Now, to put this in perspective, Stanley Wright has a win over Peter McNeely. He beat Peter McNeely back in February of 1994, well before McNeely fought Mike Tyson.
And he didn't fight on pay-per-view.
No, he did not.
And he has no commercial.
Here in round two, twice Stanley Wright has been down. He is whacking away with his right hand to the head of Michael Grant. Grant, who came in here undefeated at 11-0. His longest fight was 8 rounds against Danny Wolford.
Well, Grant's showing peculiar patience here. He's got 2 knockdowns in the fight already. You don't know when these opportunities might come in the later rounds. Go for it now.
And as he backs Wright against the ropes, Grant gets some work done, and definitely some different moves from Stan Wright in this fight.
And he may quit here, or it's a mouthpiece.
Is he stopping? We've seen no indication from the referee yet. Apparently Stanley Wright has quit. It's Buster Drayton down there in the corner, who's apparently working with them. Stanley Wright apparently has called it a day, or a night, as the case may be.
Have some teeth falling out. He gave some indication to that effect. Well, I'll tell you what, when you get up and make one gesture to the crowd after you get knocked down, that is no way to leave.
Well, Stanley Wright exiting quickly from this arena. Not only is he through for the evening, now he stops to talk to Muhammad Ali there. And I wonder if Ali had some deja vu. This one ended about as fast, not quite as fast as Ali Liston 30 years ago.
Ali might have told him to get right on the interstate.
Well, an odd exit, an odd evening for Stanley Wright, but let's not let it take away from Michael Grant, who's a young heavyweight, and you're going to see one in our main event, Shannon Briggs, youngster who is making his way through the heavyweight ranks, who seems to have some talent. That's Bill Caton, his manager, next to him. And he's trained, by the way, by Don Turner. He's been sparring with Evander Holyfield.
Said he's learned a lot over the last month, and punching down at Evander Holyfield, who of course is always in tremendous shape and will push you even during the sparring session. So he's coming along here, and this a very good showcase for him.
Michael Grant getting his 12th win as a professional and getting it in pretty good form. And I guess the only thing that tarnishes it a little bit is Stan Wright had some odd behavior during this and basically quit. Bruce Glazier is in the center of the ring. Let's go to him.
Referee Namveyu stops this bout at 1:56 of the second round. The winner by technical knockout, Michael Grant.
So Michael Grant gets his 12th win as a professional. And he does it in grand fashion, even if the ending was a little odd. But then that's usual for this building, isn't it? We'll be back. Dave will talk to him.
Johnson.